No.
Oh.
I thought you were, aren't you first?
I don't know if it matters. All right, ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Darlene.
I'm JT.
And we're crazy. Hi, I'm Darlene.
I'm JT.
And we're crazy. Hi, I'm Darlene.
I'm JT.
And we're crazy. Hey, everybody.
Episode 3. Welcome.
Yes, it's time for our crazy DIY vacation plan. So, we are starting out driving, not flying, driving all the way from Southern Virginia all the way to Orlando.
Right. We're going to do it in one shot.
Crazy, right? According to the Disney Junkie Forum on Facebook, I put a question out there about should we drive straight through? We got about 14 hour drive, or should we break it up? Our original plan to stay with family did not work out, so we had to change it up, and we're going to drive straight through. And they all said, just do it, get it over with, get it done. You know, a lot of them said I would kill for 13 hours, and I'm like, oh. Someone said, I'm not as close as you or something, and I was like, I never thought of being close to Disney, but anyhow, we're going to drive straight through, and I've got road games planned, some snacks. We'll bring food.
We've got a nice town and country, a relatively new model town and country. So the kids, we're going to put the Xbox in the car. So we generally do not travel with that. But in this case, you know, it's a 12-hour plus ride.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that this time to kind of occupy the time. They can certainly spend that much time playing an Xbox.
Oh my word! And we have movies. Yeah. So maybe watch a movie, and you know we can move around the car, and you know everybody switch seats and stuff, you know, to recline and do whatever.
And we'll do a long stop for breakfast somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get out, eat, you know, walk around some, and then we'll get back on the road. So I think it's going to work out pretty well.
Yeah. So, did we consider flying? We did for about a minute. Because in the same forum, in the Disney Junkie Forum, they said, or somebody talked about Frontier Airlines, and I was like, I've never heard of that, so I went and checked it out, and there it was for 5 of us round trip to Orlando for our dates. Evidently, it's a low fare season or low riding something like that, and it was $389 for 5 of us round trip, and that is like awesome.
That's insane.
I know. Yeah. And where I was like, ooh, that's worth considering. But you know, after doing a little bit more digging, you know, you had a few more fees. Not a lot though. I mean, just, you know, your standard baggage check and that kind of thing. But it just, you know, it just wasn't working into our plan. We're just going to go ahead and drive, and you know, just keep with the same plan, but consider it next time.
Yeah. So when we were looking at Frontier, I mean, like she said, the fees, right? So if you have some experience with Frontier, go ahead and leave a comment or tweet about it. We would love to hear what your experiences are with Frontier. Are the fees prohibitive? Do they really just nickel and dime you to death, or is it really kind of a good deal? We thought it might be okay if you know what you're getting into when you go.
Yeah, that's what the junkies said.
But really, it was not in our budget for this time, so we decided to skip it. But still, for a minute, it looked really good.
It did. So that's mental note for next time.
Right.
Next time. So so JT said budget. I'm just gonna kind of segue into that, and our budget was worked out kind of as we started figuring how much things were going to be. So like, okay, so we started with tickets.
That's the big one.
Yeah, so we kind of, you can't really get around. I mean, 5 adult tickets is just going to hit you.
Yeah, that's the bad part of having big kids. We don't get kid rates on the tickets, so we had to pay full adult prices for all of our tickets.
Yeah, so, you know, we knew, you know, that, anyway, once we swallowed that pill, we did some checking. There are two different places that we checked. Well, actually, no, 3. I'm sorry. We did 3 different things. We, I had found a site called GovX, GOVX.com, and I asked JT to check it out because they were going to need some credentials from him. You know,
Right.
JT's a federal employee, and that's what the site is, like a discount merchandise, hotel, travel, vacation packages, that kind of
All
thing.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, for federal employees, military, current and retired.
First responders.
Yeah. I had him, you know, can you ask anybody at work if they've heard about it, or, you know, I mean, is this legit? Is it kind of a company? But it seemed legit, and everything checked out, and we found tickets in there that were discount. They were 5-day tickets, base tickets, he said,
Right.
for the price of 4, and with a, you know, so everything was a little bit cheaper than even the deal that they have going on now at
Right.
Disney for the fall.
Right. There's a fall deal. I think it's 79 something for per ticket at the gate per day.
Yeah.
Right.
Something
So
like that, yeah.
that's actually a really good price. So if you haven't already purchased your tickets and you need something to do in October or September, I would recommend taking advantage of that. Of course, you can buy them now and use them for a year, I think.
Yeah, I think our tickets expire next December, end of
Right.
2018. And so the other place to check out that has a really good discount and a good deal is Undercover Tourist.
Right.
And they had a lot. I researched with them a lot. And so they have, in fact, I think they have something going on now too. I see advertisements on Facebook and stuff. So, so they have a deal going on there too. So one thing that that we learned, because we're DIY, we kind of learn as we go, is before you hit click for your tickets,
Double check.
double check you're getting the best deal or the biggest bang for your buck, or however that's going to work out, you know, because you could be getting a better deal, you know. Just compare.
Yeah.
Just compare. And we also did check with a friend of ours who's a magic planner, and, you know, I said, this is what we're thinking of doing, and, you know, when she came back with a quote, it was more. She couldn't get the federal discount for us, so I said, you know, we're just going to go ahead and go with this, do it ourselves, and you know.
And it worked out really well. I think it's going to be good. Like I said, we got five days for the price of 4, and because of our stay, we're going to have a day in the park, and then 5 days in the parks and 1 day in the resort. So I think it's going to work out really well.
Right. Yeah. And so as we were looking at the ticket prices, and then we figured out lodging, and our lodging is 7 nights at the resort in a trailer. You know, that was the previous episode too. We talked about the trailer that we're going to rent and the site, and so it was cheaper to go 7 nights, right? Right.
So with the RV rental, the way it worked out was we could get 7 nights, or we could do 6 nights and pay a delivery fee. Well, the delivery fee was the same as if we did the 7 nights. So for us, it just made sense to go ahead and do the 7. So we did.
Why not? We're on vacation.
That's what gave us that day to stay at the resort and you know, swim, or there's horses at Fort Wilderness, or there's
horseback riding.
There's shuffleboard and volleyball, and there's all this, you know, boat rentals.
Oh, right.
You can rent a boat and
There's
just
a ton
go
of
out
stuff
on
to
Lake
do
Buena
out
Vista.
there.
So why not? You know,
Right. We're on vacation.
Yeah.
And you know, so when we figured out the majority of the budget, and so JT worked out, you know, like, okay, this is how much we're going to cap it, and we're going to, you know, do our best to come in under that. Right. And we allotted for so we have to do our own food. So we're not going to do the meal plan, and that's only because when we started, it was under the 60 days before our arrival date, so we lost out on it wasn't available.
Right.
So anyway, when I checked into it, they have a free dining plan right now, but we just couldn't take advantage. It was unavailable.
Typically, this time of year that we're going is when the free dining plan is an option. But we either missed it or it didn't come up this year. I think we may have missed it. But if you know, leave a comment. We'd love to hear what if they had it and we just missed it, or if they didn't offer it this year. I'm not sure I saw it, but you seem to think she seems.
Yeah,
I
saw something somewhere because I wanted to see if our resort applied for it or was qualified. For it. So, but yeah. Anyway, we are going to do our own meals anyway, and there's a group on Facebook that is the people who love Fort Wilderness Campground, and I asked them, what do you do? You camp there. Do you, do all of your meals there, or do you eat like once, just eat lunch in the park, or what did they do? And pretty much eat breakfast in the trailer. Sometimes they'll come back for dinner, and most of them eat lunch in the park. And so we're just going to go ahead and take our lunch in the park every day.
Yeah.
Maybe have a lunch one day, make it kind of a splurge thing. Because man, that's expensive.
Right. But still, I mean, it's vacation, and we are going to be, so there are things that are on our list that we intend to do, like the Dole Whip.
Oh, right. There's some...
We will be doing those things.
Right. I mean, some of those things you want to, splurge to get a snack or something. But, they're also, we saw they're really big. So people that were doing like reviews of donuts, they're, like this big, like the size of a plate, or some other kind of, just the food is this large portions, right? Yeah. So I ththought, well, okay, you can split that sucker 5 ways. So
right. Make it a family affair.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we thought we would do that, but just make room in our budget for maybe a couple, to be able to eat at a couple places. And the fort also has Trails End Buffet, and somebody in that fort group on Facebook mentioned to do it on the day you leave. Yeah. So that you don't have to worry about dishes and cleaning up and all that stuff. Actually we can probably just check out of the trailer and go eat breakfast.
Yeah, so we're going to take that suggestion, and we're going to try that. Of course, we'll let you know how it works out. But if you've done that before, or you have some tradition that you do, especially if you do it at Fort Wilderness, we'd love to hear your comments on that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Comment. Because we want to hear from you. It's like, hey, that you're doing too much, or you're not doing enough. Hey, right. Guys, that's overkill.
Did you think about this? Did you think about that? Hey, guys, we're flying blind here. A lot of you are bigger experts than we are. We do have several folks now that we're following on YouTube. We've become YouTube certified in going to Disney World. But in general, just a special shout out to to at least the Diz. We've been
Diz Unplugged.
Yeah, we've really spent a lot of time with those guys in the past month.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, so we'll leave a card for them so you can check them out. If this is your first time, or you're just now trying to figure out how to go to Disney World, they've got a lot of great information. Mm-hmm.
And if you're crazy like we are, we'll point you in the right direction.
Yes.
I'm not going to plan your trip for you,
right.
But you can point you in the right direction. And they're one group, and and of course we already talked about Undercover Tourists. Mm-hmm. That's a website, and the Fort Wilderness group.
Right.
I've had some interaction in there, and also if you're not already a Disney junkie, check out that group. It's Walt Disney World Junkies. And it's either private or closed group. I can't remember, but so you have to ask to join. But that group, there's 200,000 people in that group, and they've actually been really, really cool. When you have a question about something, like fast passes, or
you're going to get a response.
You're going to get a response, and they've been very helpful. Sometimes they can be a little snippy, but for the most part, they've been. I mean, you'd be nice to them; they're nice to you.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people are experienced. They go to Disney, all the time, or they live there, and they have annual passes, so they just kind of go in. I'm going to go to Disney today.
Okay.
So with that, but that's the basic plan. I think I got everything. We're driving straight through, staying 7 nights in a camper.
Yay.
5 days in the park, 1 day off for fun or whatever.
And then the travel days were bookended by travel days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, right. So yeah, so the Saturday to Saturday, which was actually JT discovered that was actually good to adjust it because we're going to do Saturday.
We talked about that a little bit last time.
Yeah, that's right.
Being flexible on your days that you go.
Previous episode.
And that worked out really well. So if you didn't catch that episode, there's a link for it right above. You can go ahead and check that one out. And
yeah.
I
think that was about it. I think.
So next week we'll talk about some of our other things we have going on. So maybe we'll look at the sites we went to for tickets and maybe those sites that we recommended. Also, we can talk about groceries.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, actually, I can mention that at the moment, actually, because
Okay.
but basically, okay, part of the vacation plan was our own food, and so getting groceries, and so we're not going to bring the pantry with us.
No.
Or the refrigerator. We are going to bring some, but only enough, maybe some. We don't really need a whole lot of things because they're going to be in the camper. But anything that's non-perishable and not a lot of stuff, we will just go ahead and bring with us. If I coupon too, so we might be able to get some deals on some things. Cereal, snacks, whatever, that kind of stuff we can put in our backpacks and take with us. We might do some of that, but otherwise the majority we'll pick up when we get there, and we're looking right now at Walmart. Doing the grocery pickup. I can do that right on my phone, on internet. Got the app.
Right.
Put in my grocery. I have everything right now favorited, so that I can just push it over to the cart when I go.
Oh, that'll work.
Right, and I don't know if I can use coupons, but right now I've got some money in my Walmart app. I have savings. I've got like $3 savings or whatever, but between now and then, if I rack up some more, then I can use that so I could save some more money. And I saved my coupon for the $10 off your first order. So I haven't done grocery pickup yet, so I can use it for that.
Right.
So it will save a little more, but they do have companies down there that will deliver groceries to you.
Right.
They'll deliver them to you at your resort. Now, I mean, not just Fort Wilderness, but any other resort they do as well.
Yeah, any resort that has a suite, little kitchenette, whatever, you can get groceries delivered to your suite, and they will put them away when they get there.
That is cool. If you're in the cabins, they said they would put them away. You put the groceries away in the cabin. Otherwise, we're in a trailer, so what they would do is deliver it to like the concierge or guest services or whatever, and they'll hold it for you in the refrigerators because they have a window that they deliver in, and if but they don't deliver to the trailer, you still have to go get it.
And
so,
it's a weight, right? So convenience versus cost. And so the delivery was very convenient, but for us it was not very cost efficient. So
not when
yeah.
and I know it's Walmart, but I mean still when I can get a gallon of milk at Walmart for $2.89, but with the grocery delivery service it's $5.86 for a gallon of milk. Sorry. I mean, I would love to have the convenience of it, but we are going to have our own car there, so we don't have to worry about. I mean, we do have to leave, but the Walmart is close, and I can have the order ready to go, so I can just go pick up and come back. So I won't have to spend too much time. I don't want to be in there going, like I gotta get my list and go grocery shopping. I don't want to do that, but anything we can do to save a little bit of time and a little bit of money.
Yep.
So, so that's the plan. So we'll see when we get there how it all works out. That's best laid plans, right?
Right.
So
so leave us a comment or and let us know if you have some suggestions for us. We would love to hear what those are. If there's something you've heard that we're planning that is just not going to work out, we want to hear that too. Anything. So we want to engage with you guys. That's why we're here.
We love conversation.
So we can engage with you on hey, this is what we've got going on, and then we're going to come back later and we're going to talk about what went well, what didn't go so well,
post vacation,
and put the post vacation, right? So how well our DIY project went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So find us on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter at 5 Rookies DIY.
And 5rookiesdiy.com.
Oh, right. Forgot.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe.
All right. You can do it here.
Right. Or you can do it down here.
That's right. Subscribe. We want to hear from you. We want to chat with you. And until next time, see ya.